Welcome to the second day tracker of cryptography watch, and I psyched myself out from the last episode or the last video. What I did was, or what I was thinking was, I should start off each video by starting the tracker. And by doing that and just being busy with regular old life, I really psyched myself out a couple of days from not even activating the miner. So instead of waiting to do a video when I activate the miner, because what happens is, if I wait and then I'm not ready to do a video at a certain time, then I just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. And I got a lot of other things to do as well outside of crypto. So I'm just going to continue to activate non-stop and just do a video when I do a video. So I think from the last episode it was 61 cents, and I'm actually surprised because Bitcoin took a nosedive. It took a big nosedive, but it's only at my miner is only at 55 cents. So I thought it would be less because I haven't even looked at the miner since. So it's only at 55, and it could have been a lot more with the time passed. Like literally, probably I missed probably 10 touches, but I'm gonna fix that. Even if I miss days of doing videos, I'm going to continue to tap. So that's just a small oversight on my part, which will be corrected. Now let's get to the juicy stuff. Bitcoin took a nosedive. Now look at that, it's already at 41,000. When I checked it about 30 minutes ago, it was at 40,000. But the last video I did, it was about, I think it was about 48, around 48, 47. And it's just been going down. Now Ethereum's taking a beating. Cardano's taking a beating as well. I gotta buy some more Cardano actually. Let's see. Binance Coin. I mean, the entire market is taking a beating. Dogecoin is holding pretty well actually at 20 cents. Let's see. Polygon. Tron is holding pretty well from the prices I've seen this week. On crypto.com is holding pretty well also. So yes, it's a lot of red because of Bitcoin, right? Now let's go to the news. Let's see. There's actually two stories that I want to look at, but we'll look at the first one. Was that? Okay, so this one. Let's do this. Bitcoin dives to 40K. Why recovery could be capped. So Bitcoin price settled below 46,000 and declined heavily against the US dollar. BTC even traded close to 40,000 before starting an upside correction. Bitcoin is down over 10% and it broke the 45,000 and 43,000 support levels. The price is now trading below 43,000, and the 100 hourly simple moving average, there is a major bearish trend line forming with resistance near 43,000 on the hourly chart of the BTC USD pair. The pair could resume its decline if it fails to recover above the 43,000 zone. So I don't want to beat everyone over the head with this news, especially if you're from the future. Looking back at my old videos, BTC price will be probably something way different by now. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. It goes up, it goes down, and this is what I'm talking about. These are the days. You know, to a newbie, it might seem very dark, but to somebody like me, I just see opportunity. How do I see opportunity, you may ask? Well, there's this thing called stable coins, right? We're going to look at this. I'm going to look at 3 articles, but there's this thing called stable coins. It's always nice and handy and dandy to keep some stable coins around, like Tether, for instance. Just have some of your crypto in stable coins, and when Bitcoin dips, taking the market down with it. You don't have to see complete losses or complete declines. And stable coins is a way to recover some of that as the market recovers. So keep some stable coins in emergency situations like this, when you dip from, you know, thousands of dollars, almost tens of thousands of dollars. This was almost $10,000 it dipped. It might go lower, but we'll see what an expert or strategist has to say. Bitcoin will rally again, but might correct, 18K market strategist suggests. Now I just decided to look at this one because it piqued my interest. So Gareth Soloway, the chief market strategist at stock technical guidance platform in themoneystocks.com, he's saying it's could experience a further pullback by almost 10%. He says if it breaks 40K, it could go as low as 18K. And that's interesting because I've been hearing rumblings of this number way back when Bitcoin dropped from 60K all the way down to, I think it was about 30K, and started to recover, but we never seen levels go that low. So it's interesting. He noted that the asset could only embark on an upward momentum if it tops 65,000, a new record price level. And this is a quote. We're seeing a follow through today. We haven't really taken out the low pivot from that down day. That's the technical level I'm watching right now. If that gets taken out, then you are likely going down to the 40K to 41K level right here, and then all the way down to 30,000. You guys know my longer term projections. Eventually, you're going to get to the 18 to 20K marker on BTC. The correction comes after Bitcoin traded above 50K earlier this month, a level regarded as key psychological resistance for investors. However, on Monday, the cryptocurrency market, led by Bitcoin, plunged with most assets trading in the red zone. By press time, Bitcoin was trading at 43,200, dropping almost 4% in the last 24 hours. Very short. I like that. Very short, very clean. Don't need too much dibble dabble. I mean, there's so much news you can make from BTC being in the red. But here's some more bad news. Not for me, but I just gotta highlight the dangers. I'll probably do a video on what's its face? Mount Gox, one of the famous hacks of BTC history. But we got to be aware of these things going on, especially in this DeFi space. Might do a video on DeFi, but let's venture in. Avalanche-based DeFi lender V Finance hacked for 36 million in BTC and Ethereum. V Finance is the latest DeFi decentralized finance protocol to be hacked with 36 million worth of BTC and ETH stolen. And it's crazy just hearing about these, especially Polygon. That was the one with Mark Cuban in it, and he was all for it. He actually did a pool, got some money, did another pool, then he got hacked. So then he started to call for regulation with stable coins. But that's a totally different story. These DeFi stories are coming left, right, and center. So be careful out there if you're not a newbie. Well, if you're a newbie or not. Well, let's get into this. Contract address belonging to the DeFi lending platform V Finance has been exploited, with the perpetrator swiping 8,000, almost 9,000 ETH and 214 BTC. Ooh. Ooh, moment of silence. The attacker has not moved the funds yet, as V's team claiming they have initiated contact to resolve the incident. Well, that's some news. The protocol announced hours ago that it had halted all services as it became a victim of a security breach. The subsequent update provided a wallet the perpetrator used to transfer funds out of V's address. According to Etherscan, which has already marked the address as being involved in the V Finance hack, it currently holds almost 9,000 ETH and 214 wrapped BTC. With today's prices, this amount has a USD value of 36 mil. V explained that the attack transpired on a pending contract and all assets in the stablecoin sector were not affected. Meanwhile, USDT, USDC, and DAI holdings are safe. So these all are stable coins. I'm not 100% sure what USDC is. Not 100% sure. However, the protocol has halted all of its services to protect the safety of more users' assets and failed to provide a precise time frame when they will be resumed. The attacker has not yet transformed the stolen fund. As much the team behind the DeFi protocol is trying to actively deal with the situation and has reached out to the hacker to find a solution. This is a quote. At the same time, we are working with contract auditors and exchanges in the industry to locate the attacker and assist in recovering the assets. It's worth noting that this security breach comes just a week after the DeFi lander officially launched its mainnet on the Avalanche blockchain. In just 12 hours, the protocol's total value locked reportedly grew by 100 million to over 300 million. This is the second hack against a DeFi project since the start of the week. Whew. As Crypto Potato reported yesterday, P Network also fell victim with over 12 million in various cryptocurrencies stolen. See, these are the stories that scare the newbies. Imagine a newbie getting in and doing a DeFi because they hear about all these crazy percentages. I don't know what percentages Avalanche or V was giving, but imagine, investing heavily and then just losing it all. I mean, the cryptocurrency really is the wild, wild west. And I'm actually invested in a couple of DeFi projects. I haven't had any problems. So it is what it is. If I lose it, I lose it. I have other projects that I'm also invested in. And I keep pushing. You know, it's really going to take a very thick skin to dabble outside of dollar cost averaging. It really will. Um, I do know, like, a lot of these people are new. A lot of these people are also greedy, and maybe not so new. But this is why I have this channel, to show the variety, to show the wilderness, because it really is a digital wilderness out there. There's digital fairies, digital monsters, digital warlocks, or wizards and witches. And if you're not careful, if you don't have your BTC wallet, your ETH wallet to protect your funds, it's going to be very difficult to go through the wilderness trusting some of these projects. Like, the main goal is to have your main funds, your main dollar cost averaging that you're doing consistently. And you want to hold on to it. You want to keep those diamond hands. You want to be careful on how much you put if you decide to dabble. That's the thing. You want to take profits where you can. You don't want to always reinvest. It could get very hairy. So this is why I want to shed light to the simple things, to some of the things that work, to some of the strategies that work. Dollar cost averaging, simple adapt, mass adoption projects like this, where it's risk-free, literally risk-free, right? The only risk is this disappearing overnight, but I didn't pay anything to get started. So I'm going to leave it at that. Like, comment, share if you're interested in jumping into